Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Volkswagen doubles its profit, Hyundai triples its bottom line, and for the first time in a generation, Americans say Detroit makes the best cars. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Thursday, April 22nd, 2010, and now the news. More car companies are announcing their first quarter earnings, and the numbers are very encouraging. Bloomberg reports that Hyundai posted a $1 billion net profit, 3 times what it earned a year ago, and that is significantly higher than analysts were forecasting. Volkswagen AG almost doubled its net profit to $633 million, but analysts had expected the company to do even better. Volkswagen has a goal to beat Toyota in sales and profits by 2018, but by the way things are going, it may have to set its sights on Hyundai, not Toyota. Yesterday, we reported Fiat's first quarter earnings. Now, here are the numbers for Ferrari and Maserati. Ferrari pulled in $550 million in the first 3 months of the year, down 6% from the year before. It made a profit of $52 million, a drop of 15%. Maserati pulled in sales of $169 million, up 10%, and a profit of $5 million, up 1%. In other Fiat news, Autoblog reports that the next generation of the Alfa Romeo Spider and Giulia will be built on a rear-wheel drive Chrysler platform, presumably an updated version of the Chrysler 300 platform. The Lancia and Chrysler brands are going to be almost fully integrated, but from a product standpoint, those brand names will remain separate. The big three have been battling a perception gap for decades. That is, people perceive that their cars are not as good as the imports. But for the first time in probably a quarter of a century, that perception is finally changing. A poll from the Associated Press and GfK conducted early last month found that 38% of Americans rated American cars the best. Only 33% favored Asian vehicles. Rewind the clock to December 2006 and the numbers were quite different. 46% preferred Asian vehicles and only 29% voted American. Why the change? Part of it comes from all of Toyota's recall problems. The rest comes from the fact that the quality of the Detroit 3 has improved quite a bit. Shell is really trying to clear things up when it comes to engine oil. According to Autoblog, the corporation had this commercial produced to show off the benefits of its Helix lubricant. No, you're not seeing things. That really is a life-size Nissan 370Z made completely out of clear plastic. The company that built this eye-popping prop nailed every detail. You can watch oil circulate through the engine as the pistons move up and down and the crankshaft rotates. Let me be completely transparent. This is amazing and something that you truly have to see to believe. I'm done now. You may remember this one. Autoblog is running this story. Last October, a woman had a little mishap with her BMW X5. She tried to run over another car in the parking lot of her fitness center. Yeah, I said run over. After her bonehead move, she stupidly thought she could just drive away, but luckily the whole thing was caught on tape and the cops finally caught up to her. Fast forward to Tuesday and she pleaded guilty to failing to report a collision and was issued a $500 fine. But here's the kicker. She's banned from driving between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. But you know, too bad she didn't drive a Toyota instead of a BMW. She could have just blamed it all on unintended acceleration. Coming up next, we'll take a look at the lane departure warning system that Infiniti is using in its cars. It doesn't just beep at you, it will actually actuate the brakes on one side of the car to get you back in your lane.
Introducing Bridgestone's third generation of run-flat tires with groundbreaking new Bridgestone technologies. Bridgestone run-flat tires offer improved ride comfort, lower rolling resistance, and improved wear while giving you the peace of mind and comfort you need.
Infiniti, the luxury arm of Nissan, is at the forefront of the new technology the company is putting in its cars. Here's a look at how Infiniti does lane departure warnings differently from other automakers.
This is the new Infiniti M56, and it has an advanced technology package that includes a blind spot intervention system. That's a world's first technology. Blind spot intervention system, there are several manufacturers that offer a blind spot warning type system where they'll light up a light or something to let you know that there's a car in the blind spot. Our system takes it to the next level in that it adds the intervention piece where it applies the brakes on the opposite side of the car to actually pull the vehicle back into the original lane of traffic. So as I start to steer over here, it'll actually bring the car back into the lane by applying the brakes on the opposite side to create a little bit of a rotation to bring the car back over into the lane. So again, you can see as I steer over, the system takes over and starts to bring the car back into the lane. Now, if the driver wants to override that system, they can and continue to steer over to the other lane. It's easy enough for them to do. We always allow the driver to override the system, but it's really a reminder, sort of an assistance to the driver to move back into the lane of travel, that there's a risk presenting itself in the blind spot.
If you want to learn more about some of the other groundbreaking tech features on the 2011 Infiniti M, swing over to the John's Journal page of our website at AutolineDetroit.tv and check it out. Hey, don't forget to watch Autoline After Hours tonight. Our guest is Doug Feehan, the GM Racing Program Manager for Corvettes in the American Le Mans Series. Again, that's tonight starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're trying something new after the show tonight. Michelle Naranjo of MissMotormouth.com will host an open phone line. Anyone can call in to continue the automotive discussion or to talk about wherever else the conversation may go. Check it out tonight after Autoline After Hours. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.